So RZA, the Wu-Tang Clan has approximately 375 members. It's
missing one.
Yeah, it's a big rap group. How involved were the rest of the legends that you call brothers? How involved were they in making this and bringing this to light?
Well, me and Alex, we had an open door policy for the Wu-Tang Clan members. So whoever's in town, they want to pop into the writer's room, they can. Our show also follows Power and Divine.
Word up.
Who, you look at any Wu-Tang album on the back, you'll see executive producer, Power and Divine. And also the door was open for them to come in. Method Man, of course, is an EP on the show early on and had a lot of say-so and just energy to help make it positive. One thing that we do, and I'll share this with the audience and shit, we have a weekly Wu Wednesday call every week, and I got one tomorrow. That's what we do. And it's good, bad, or ugly. We discuss, we talk, I fill them in, and it is what it is, And a few brothers visited, I'm gonna say one thing that was funny, if I could say it's a little joke here. So when you're doing this, and I didn't know that you have to do script gets proofread by other people and legal terms and all this type of thing. And so somebody may ask, because this show is showing, acts of violence, acts of criminal activity that a lot of young black men we go through in America, as you guys know, right? And so now there's somebody saying, so, when you were selling drugs, did you have 1 ounce or 2 ounces, right? I'm serious. And so I'm cool with that. I've been in Hollywood a while. I did a few shows. So. Yeah. But now she has to call Ghostface and ask him.
Right.
And he called me after, yo, was that the cops? I said, no, it's just it's a process. We just need to balance the fact that
Zali, Ashton, and Janelle, you guys are young. You guys are young. I can smell the Similac coming for the stage. How, you guys are kids, you're young, how familiar were you with the Wu-Tang's body of musical work prior to having done this?
Very familiar. I mean, I feel like Wu-Tang is a part of Black culture, rap culture, just like a bunch of different cultures. No matter where you go, Wu-Tang is somewhere, they're always there. And it's funny, people keep asking me too, were you listening to Wu-Tang growing up? I'm really young. No, I was not listening to Wu-Tang at 7 years old. I don't think I should have been listening to Wu-Tang at 7. But I think it's dope that I'm now an adult and I not only get to work so closely with RZA and the Wu-Tang members, but I get to read the lyrics and understand what they were talking about and all the details.
If you can understand.
Well, the show will help you if you didn't know, So it's dope to be able to, really appreciate and listen to the music now, and then, you can actually visually see how they made this music. I think that 36 Chambers is a great representation of season 1. So I love to listen to the album and watch the episodes as they come out. It's really dope. It's ooh, what part of the, show is this song about, da-da-da-da-da. So I like the progression of being a 6-year-old singing C.R.E.A.M. and just knowing it was about money to being 22 and they are nothing to mess with for real.
Right
so.
RZA, I want to ask you one specific question because, as someone who's a Wu-Tang fan and I'm watching it and I've seen Dirty on the screen, it's reminding me of just how one of a kind his energy was. And to be honest with you, if I can be, just like what we lost when he passed on, God rest his soul. Talk about that a little bit. Talk about the portrayal of somebody who was so close to you, who is no longer with us, and that hip hop felt his absence and his passing so hard.
I mean, he definitely was, and I could say is, right? Because life is eternal, even though physical life is not. So he's a very unique individual, and what he brought to music, hip-hop, and culture itself was, to me, the greatest expression of freedom. He was never scared to do what he was going to do. wherever he was going to do it at. I mean, seriously, I don't care if that means stopping traffic on the Verrazano Bridge, getting out and take a leak, and getting back in his car and go. He was that free. To find somebody to play him, though, that was one of our biggest challenges. I mean, I think we kind of got lucky with T.J. Adams. Our director of the pilot, Chris Robertson, had worked with T.J. prior. He mentioned him to us, right? And we was looking. It's hard to find. And the kid studied ODB's mannerism, and he
It was fantastic.
no, I'm serious. No.
Yeah.
I think, you know, in this particular case, I think he's a musician as well. I think that actually helped. Whereas normally that doesn't help or something. For this particular case, it really helped, and I think we got really lucky. You know, ODB's son wanted to play the role, and he's a spitting image of his father and his energy and everything, but acting is a craft. You just can't get in front of the camera and it's gonna work. You know what I mean? So he has more development to go in his life. But we got lucky with T.J. Adams, and watching the scene where I see Jarnell play Jizza, Aston play Bobby, it's in episode 3, and T.J. playing ODB, and they record the song all in together now.
Oh, yeah.
That, for me, that's one of those moments as well that's really like, just kind of, you know, like all my spinal fluids, everything just all just gets stimulated from watching that, y'all.